Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we have episode 39 of the Tennessee Titans Connected Careers Year 1 Week 16 going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, the 14-0 Tennessee Titans go up against the 9-5 Pittsburgh Steelers in LP Field. And you see, we're not actually wearing our AFL uniforms, we're wearing like our 60s throwbacks or something like that. I don't even know what they were called. It might be like 90s throwbacks, actually. I honestly don't even know. But anyway, this is going to be a tough game, interconference game. Steelers fighting for a playoff spot, 9-5. And, obviously we are 14-0, still trying to go undefeated. You can see Pooh Carlson's stats there as he trots out onto the field before our first possession. 33 touchdowns and 3,719 yards. So well on his way to probably 4,000 yards, which is very good for a rookie. But here he finds Kenny Britt there on the curl route for the first down pickup of 16 yards. And now first and 10 ball on the 38-yard line. Pooh Carlson out of the shotgun formation drops back, and he's going to look for Nate Washington deep down the sideline. Washington's going to get some yards after the catch, get all the way down to the 26, so a pickup of 36 for the Tennessee Titans, or should I say Houston Oilers. And now Pooh Carlson drops back and he's going to find Nate Washington once again in the slam route, but he's going to fumble, and Lamar Woodley out of Michigan is going to come up with that fumble recovery. So trying to get Nate Washington more involved in the offense. He's really taken a step back this year since, Kenny Britt's really had a good year and Jared Cook's continued his success. But we'd force them to a punt on 4th and 13. Mark Mariani's going to get a decent return out of this. The point of this is that we get the ball at the 39-yard line. Very good field position and definitely a good chance to score. So 1st and 10, we're going to hand off to Chris Johnson. It's going to bounce to the outside, pick up a block, and if he can get one more from Todd, or I believe that was Craig Stevens maybe, I'm not really sure. But 86 gave a good block, and then Chris Johnson went all the way for the 39-yard touchdown. So we go on top 7-0 ahead of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and now we have the ball back at the end of the first quarter. Another handoff to Chris Johnson. This time he's going to get another big game, juke out Troy Polamalu, and pick up about 19 yards or so. Gets all the way to the 35-yard line at the end of the first quarter, but now 3rd and 19. Carlson drops back. He's looking. He's going to force this one in there, and Jennings is going to get the interception there for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and this is going to mean that the Steelers are going to have the ball in very good field position. Was that Tim Jennings? I'm not sure. But shotgun formation from Ben Roethlisberger. He's going to hand off to Tim Hightower, a new signee this year for the Pittsburgh Steelers, at least in this Connected Careers. And Hightower picks up about 9 or 10 yards there. It's going to set up a 2nd and inches, and now drops back, does Roethlisberger. He's going to fire it in there to Mike Wallace, who somehow hangs on, taking a big hit there by the Titans secondary. So now I formation. Roethlisberger drops back on 3rd and goal. He's going to get sacked by Cameron Wimbley, who I believe is closing in on breaking the Michael Strahan sack record. And Shane Sweesum's going to come up, and he's actually going to miss this chip shot field goal. So it's still 7-0 as we get the ball back with the ball on about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Pooh Carlson. He finds Kenny Britt on the curl route for a pickup of 15 yards. So 1st and 10 on the 35, shotgun formation for Carlson. He drops back. He can't really find anyone, and he's going to end up firing in there to Randy Moss in the flat, who's going to actually pick up a good amount of yards after the catch, get into Steelers territory. Ball on the 49-yard line. Now hand off to Chris Johnson. Johnson breaks to the outside, beats Troy Polamalu to the corner. Polamalu is able to catch up, force him out of bounds after a pickup of about 9 or 10 yards. So Carlson now I formation on 2nd and inches. He's going to hand this off to Chris Johnson, and Chris Johnson is going to once again try to get to the outside. This time he goes out of bounds, but he gets the first down. He's got 76 yards on the game now. Ball on the 32-yard line. Carlson hand up to Chris Johnson once again, running our offense through Chris Johnson. He's definitely our best playmaker on the field when our offense is out there. And Polamalu actually gets hurt there. Nothing out of the ordinary. If you're a Steelers fan, probably I don't feel bad for you because I'm not really a Steelers fan, but sucks because Polamalu keeps getting hurt every damn year. But anyway, Jared Cook picks up a 19-yard catch there, his first catch of the game. And now 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. Chris Johnson hand off to the outside, just gets around the corner into the end zone for the touchdown. So we go up 14-0. Got an early lead on the Pittsburgh Steelers, something we came out and wanted to do from the get-go. And now we get the ball back in good field position once again. Carlson's going to find Jared Cook, who's going to pick up that first down on 3rd and 10. So now the ball is going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. Shotgun formation for Carlson. He drops back. He's looking. He had Nate Washington open, but instead he's going to force this one in to Kenny Britt. But Cromartie Smith is going to get the interception, break a tackle, and Cromartie Smith is going to go all the way. Really a big momentum swing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Chris Johnson is not going to be able to catch him. as you can see. I'm not sure if that guy's a rookie or not. Camardi Smith, I think he might be, but he gets all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. So it's 14-7 now. We're trying to get something going though. 1 minute left in the second quarter. Carlson drops back. He's gonna almost get sacked, but find Todd Heap, and Todd Heap's gonna pick up about 7 yards there. It sets up a 3rd and 3. And now on 3rd and 3, clock is still running. I almost never use my timeouts because I always just like am not aware of how much time is left on the clock. So a lot of the time I end up just not remembering to use them. But we get the ball down to the 33-yard line with 2 seconds left. We snap it. Kick is up. It is good. A 50-yard field goal for Rob Baronis. So we go on top. Well, we're already on top. We extend our lead to 17-7. Up 10 points now, and we get the ball back in the third quarter. 7:20 left, finds Nate Washington, and Nate Washington picks up the first down there, gets the ball to midfield. Not the best day for Pooh Carlson so far, but hopefully he can turn it around. And now handoff to Chris Johnson on the outside. It's always a good day when you have Chris Johnson on your team, at least in this Connected Careers and in real life. I find it stupid that it's a common misconception that Chris Johnson's not a very good running back in the NFL. For one, he's very durable. For a guy who's a speed running back, obviously not the biggest guy, he's very durable. He's only missed 1 start in his career, and that was because he was resting in Week 17 game against the Colts like 2 years ago or something like that, when they were already clinched in the playoffs. And he's rushed for 1,000 yards in every year for his career, except for I think the last one. So he's already got 1,000 this year, and he's actually had a good second half. But anyway, you can see Chris Johnson makes a juke move and gets this ball down to the 1-yard line. First and goal, he's got 122 yards on the day for the Tennessee Titans. And now Carlson drops back. He's going to scramble up the middle, found open hole, and rushes it in for the touchdown. So we are on top 24-7, once again extending our lead, trying to put away the Pittsburgh Steelers and move on to 15-0. Become, I believe, I can't think of any 15-1 teams that ever started 15-0 and then lost in the last week of the regular season. So I believe it would be us and the Patriots to be the first teams to move on to 15-0 in the regular season. And then obviously the 72 Dolphins were 15-0 at some point before finishing 17-0. But anyway, we got a big touchdown there. So it's 31-7 at this point. We're pretty much going to put this game away. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Jared Cook gets the first down there. We're in range to, we're in field goal range. Jesus, I don't know why that was so hard to say. But handed off to Chris Johnson in the draw play. He's going to fumble, and Lamar Houston, I believe that is, gets the recovery. Actually, I honestly can't tell you. Yeah, I think that's Lamar Houston. Gets the fumble recovery, so the Steelers get the ball back, and they need to get something going. They need to get a touchdown or something to try and stay in this game as they're down 24 points. And now we take away the screen on there, but Roethlisberger finds one of his favorite targets, Heath Miller. And on 4th and inches, the handoff to Jake Lorick, I believe. I'm not really sure who that is. He's going to pick up the first down, the fullback. Michael Griffin on the tackle. So now 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line. Roethlisberger, I formation, drops back. He's looking. He's going to almost get sacked, but get this one off just in time. Find Mike Wallace down the sideline. He's going to pick up a huge chunk there. Wallace has got 4 catches on the day. And now 4th and 7 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Roethlisberger drops back out of the shotgun formation. Looking, he's going to find Antonio Brown from Central Michigan for the first down. A huge pickup there. Brown also has 4 catches on the game. And that would set up a first and goal on the 4-yard line. And a handoff to Tim Hightower. He gets that one into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Steelers cut the lead to 31-13. They're going to go for 2 here, try to make it a 2-touchdown game, 2-possession game. But the little screenplay to Hightower in the flat is not going to work. So it's still 31-13. And at that point, we would get the ball back. Or well, actually, they're going to try an onside kick it here. But I guess I kind of spoiled it for you guys already. We are going to recover. You can see Randy Moss on the hands team. He's actually going to run backwards here a little bit just to try and burn some clock, try to extend the field a little bit. But anyway, we would pretty much kind of run the clock out. They'd get the ball back, but on 4th and inches, the pitch to Baron Batch, and Baron Batch is not going to be able to pick up the first down. Alteron Vernon on that tackle. So we would get the ball back and pretty much just run the clock out at this point. You're going to see we're going to end up kicking a field goal with 2 seconds left to go, up 34-13, and the clock would expire. We end up winning this game by that score of 34-13, a full 3-touchdown win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. We move on to 15-0, and next up in the final game of the regular season, the quest for perfection. Pretty much, well, it doesn't end there, but at least regular season it does. It's going to be against the 8-7 Jacksonville Jaguars, an in-division rivalry game. This is going to be very, very high intensity, high pressure, whatever you want to call it. Can't wait for it. Haven't even recorded it yet, so I honestly couldn't even spoil it for you guys if I knew what the outcome would be, but I wouldn't spoil it for you guys anyway. So anyway, look forward to that. That's going to be up next Thursday, and then the playoffs will start the following Saturday. So You can see the all Madden proof there. We dominated the Steelers in pretty much every category, as you can see. And moving on to the player stats. Pooh Carlson, not the best day, but it was alright. We got the win. That's all that really matters. And Chris Johnson had a big day. Receiving wise, no one too big, no one over 100 yards except for Nate Washington, but you can see he was the only one to get over 100 yards. And that's pretty much going to wrap up this video, so I thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're pumped for the next week, week 17 obviously. Let me know if you are, and hope you guys enjoyed.